I grew over 3 inches after puberty, after my growth plates were closed, by fixing one key thing: my posture, in particular my anterior pelvic tilt. So here is the full guide on how you can do the exact same. No lies, no scams, straight to the point, gold dust. So let's get into it. What we're going to be going over is something called the RSS method: release, stretch, and strengthen. That is the protocol by which you're going to recorrect the way that your body functions. So first off, what you need to do is release, and we're going to do a full body fascial release. You're going to either take a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, and you're going to begin releasing by literally rubbing out the adhesions. You're going to roll it from your feet up to your calves, up to your hamstrings, up to your spine, chest, back, and neck, literally throughout your entire body for 10 whole minutes. That's the first step, and that's the most important. Don't neglect that. 3 main stretches, the general stretches, are: firstly, we're going to do a hip flexor stretch. Secondly, we're going to do a quad wall stretch. And thirdly, to loosen the lumbar erectors and the lower back muscles or stretch them, you are going to just do a quick child's pose in between. Now, for the half kneeling hip flexor stretch, which will target the iliac psoas, what you're going to do is you're going to start in a half kneeling position, one knee down, the other foot planted forward. You're going to engage the glutes on the kneeling side, and you're going to tuck your pelvis under. Gently shift your hips forward until you feel a stretch in the front of the hip, not the lower back. And optional, you can raise the same side arm overhead and lean slightly away for a deeper stretch. You can hold this for 30 to 60 seconds. You're going to repeat on the other side, switch between the exercises. This will stretch the tight muscles. Combine this with doing the child's pose in between. For the wall quad stretch, you're going to kneel on one knee with the other foot forward in a lunge position. You're going to place the back foot up on a wall or a couch, anything vertical, and you're going to keep your chest upright. You're going to gently tuck in your pelvis to prevent the posterior tilt, and you're going to think about squeezing your glutes on the kneeling side. Now we can go on to the proper sauce, which is strengthening. Now we're really cooking here. Most important one is a glute bridge or a hip thrust exercise. Obviously, this is the most foundational. This is something you can progressively overload, get better at, and therefore strengthening the muscles. The more you hypertrophy and strengthen the muscles, the more permanent these results become. What you're going to start off doing is a basic hip thrust. You should all hopefully know what this is. Essentially, just lie flat down with your legs up, and literally you're going to squeeze your glutes and then push your pelvis up to the air. It's literally as easy as that. And then you're going to do the second strengthening exercise, which is the dead bug exercise. You're essentially pushing one hand back while raising the opposite leg, okay? And it's kind of this neutral position. It will help rebalance your core, which is obviously your abs and are the main center of your fascia, along with your glutes. And that is the full routine. If you were to do that 2-3 times a week consistently and nail it over 2-3 months, then you're absolutely cooking.